Hello everyone, surprise, it's me, I'm back. I know it's been a long time since my last YouTube video, but I've been extremely busy and I'll probably do a video soon, basically showing you what I've been up to during my absence from YouTube. But anyway, let's just move all past that and let's just get straight onto this. So, as you can see here, this is a nice little planet scenario I've got going on. And this is actually an old prototype of a planet made by June D. And he made this quite a long time ago, probably 6 months ago. But I never got around to showcasing it. But with planets on the horizon, I thought I should probably showcase his work now while it's more impressive. So yeah, when he first showed me this, I was just blown away, just because then, planets weren't even really, heard of. I don't think the devs had even announced that plans are being worked on. I can't remember, but it was a long time ago. So when he first showed me this, I was just blown away by how he managed to pull it off. It was definitely before Medieval Engineers, because I remember being quite freaked out by the fact there were trees and bushes in Space Engineers, in the Virage engine. So I remember the first experience with it was very, very weird indeed. He also tried to put water in, fighting against the limits of the engine, just to kind of give me, or give us the idea of what water could look like on planets. And with some clever editing, I made it look quite cool, I think. There we go. But it really does make me wonder whether we'll ever see water on the official planet in Space Engineers. I'm sure we won't get it at first, but if we could get water at some point, even like a basic form of water, I strongly feel like it would add a lot of diversity and would create some interesting scenarios. You could have underwater stuff, submarines, all sorts. So also on this planet scenario, you can see there we've got an abandoned civilization, which I'm just going to go walk up to in first person. And here you can see, walking through the forest in first person, you can see the lovely densely vegetated forest, which I think looks incredible. Just keep on trekking. And here we are, just approaching the first building. It's pretty big, yeah. So this abandoned civilization brings me on to my next point. I'm wondering whether we'll ever see abandoned civilizations on planets that we come across, because I feel it will give us more of a reason to land on a planet other than just to refill our resources and restock and stuff. If we could actually land and explore and potentially find abandoned civilizations, I think that would be really, really cool. And if they did it the way they do the random ships that you can come across in space, so they could be community made, and there could be community-made planets that are then, put on the workshop, and the devs could then use them. So there'd be a chance of coming across a planet that had this, abandoned civilization, which you could get the resources from and whatnot. I just think that'd be really exciting. The dream would be to have procedurally generated civilizations on planets, but that's quite a big dream there. Now, if you're wondering how big it is and how it's made, it's actually deceptively small, and the planet is done a similar way to how they do it in StarMade. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that or not, but basically from the outside, from outside the atmosphere, it looks spherical, but as soon as you fly through the atmosphere, you'll see that it's actually just a circular disc that everything's built on. So for realism's sake, it's not great, but for fun and for roleplay and stuff like that, it's great. And what's especially good about it is the fact that it's perfectly flat, so there's no curve at all. So for driving on and building on, it's especially easy. But ultimately, this map was made to showcase how a planet could feel with dense vegetation and buildings on. And honestly, I think June D did a pretty damn fine job of it, to be fair. I really do love this overgrown city. Unfortunately, this map and planet will not be on the Steam Workshop purely because it never really got out of the prototype stage. It was a prototype from the beginning and it's still really a prototype now. And I don't think June D will be willing to put any more time into it with planets on the horizon. So I think this is purely best just for building up the hype for them. And yeah, showing what planets could look like. So now I'm just trekking back to my ship to report back to the mothership, basically. One other thing that I've been thinking about recently is whether we'll see other habitable planets with flora and things like that, but which are very different to Earth in terms of vegetation and terrain. And potentially the developers have a lot of creative freedom with that, and they could create all kinds of crazy plants and landforms and stuff like that. So I'm extremely excited for the future of planets and space engineers. Well, I think that's everything for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video and found it interesting, because I'm definitely pleased to be back and making videos again. So I'll be making more in the in the following weeks. So stay tuned, and I'm sure you're just as excited for planets as I am. But anyway, for now, I'll see you guys next time.